What's up, everybody? Fat Cracker here. We're at it again on another Friday night. We're going to do some cooking. Tonight we're going to make beef tips and gravy with mushrooms and noodles. We'll get set up and we'll get to it. All right. So right here on this pan, we got 3 pounds of sirloin tip steak cut up into cubes. I seasoned it with salt, pepper, Kinder's buttery garlic and herb, and a little bit of Tony's. We're going to get this in our Ninja Foodie. We're going to use that today. Try to get one pot. Got to cut back on the dishes a little bit. We're going to get this in the Foodie and get it seared up. I'll show you the process here in just a second. All right. Got our Foodie heated up already. We're going to start adding some of that meat to it. We're going to go a little bit at a time. We don't want to cool it down. Get that in there, get it seared around. All right, we'll let that sear. We'll pull it out. We don't want to cook it all the way. We're going to get it brown on both sides. A little bit more brown than that. Turn the heat up a little bit. See what we're looking like. Get some brown on there. A little bit there. Let it cook a little bit more before we flip it. Alright. Got a little bit of brown there. We'll go ahead and flip it. We'll flip these, get them brown on both sides. And then we'll come back to it and show you the rest of the cook. Alright guys, so I lied. I ended up having to go to my trusty dusty skillet here. The Foodie wasn't getting hot enough for me. So we're going to put some heat back to it. We got those drippings off the meat. You see, this is the golden brown I was talking about, the nice crust on it. That's what I was wanting to get. I wasn't getting that in the Foodie. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn the Foodie back on. We're still going to use it. We'll get it started. We got this heating back up. What we're going to do is we're going to add the Trinity to it. That's bell pepper, celery, and onion. Get it cooking down. And that's going to draw up all that seasoning from the bottom. And then in a minute we'll add a little bit of something to help draw it up too. Let that cook a little bit. And over here the Foodie, we got it heating up. We're going to add, I know I got one. Yes, I do. A stick of butter to the Foodie. And let it melt down in there for all the drippings that were in there. And get it nice and ready. And then we'll add this. Once we get this cooked down and pull all that flavor out of that pan. We'll get get it transferred over. We'll get everything transferred over to the foodie. Yeah, let's try to draw it up. So we'll let it draw a little bit. Cook a little bit more. Spread that out in there. What I'm going to do, take just a touch of beef broth. I'm going to use it later, but I'm going to pour it in here to help draw that stuff up off the bottom. Mix it around real good. There we go. Yeah, it's poured it up now. Let that cook down. Got our butter melting down pretty good over here. Let me take the lid off of this. You can hear it sizzling. All right, we'll let that go. We'll get repositioned so you can see inside the foodie, and we'll go from there. All right, there's the inside of the foodie. The butter melted. Sorry about the camera. We'll get you readjusted. So now we're going to add our Trinity to this pan. See how hot it is now. Let it pull the drippings from it out too, because there's some in there too. Pull all this down. And I'll wash these dishes. I didn't want to do a lot, but things happen. We'll let that cook down. That's the butter and all that in there. Oh yeah, it drew all that up off the bottom. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to add us 8 ounces of mushrooms. Well, I might go with a whole 16. Put them in there. Mix them around. Let them cook a little bit. Yeah, we're going to go with 16 ounces of mushrooms. I like mushrooms, so that's what we're going to go with. Got that in there. Let that cook down. We'll let that cook down and we'll come back to what we're adding next. All right, we'll let them cook down a little bit. We broke some of the bigger ones up. Some of them we left pretty big for the mushrooms. Now we're going to add a 10.5 ounce jar or can of cream of onion soup. Get all that out of there. Then we're going to add a 10.5 ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. All right, we got that. Put the spoon back in there. Don't worry about stuff left over on the spoon. We're going to use it to get this all mixed around in there. Nice and creamy. All right. Mixed up pretty good. Now we're going to add all our meat back in. And the juices. Get that in. We'll fold it around. Getting that mixed in pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add I'm gonna fill up one of the cans of soup with beef broth and do the whole mix method. Switch it around and get all that cream of onion and cream of mushroom out as we can. Pour that in there. We'll mix it around and see how it looks. All right, got that there. I'm gonna do a half a can. Add a half a can more beef stock. Mix it like we did before. Try to draw everything out of the can for that flavor. Mix that in there. And there we have it. We'll turn this down, let it simmer for a while we get our noodles done and our sides. We'll have some collard greens with it. And then once we get that, I'll show you the plate. All right, guys, there it is. Sure, it's going to be good. I haven't tried it yet, but it's going to be good. Remember, if you ain't trying, you ain't making it, bud. Y'all have a good weekend.